Hi, it's Christine with Usborne Books More, and I'm going to share with you some of our favorite storybooks, not chapter books, not picture books, something a little bit more that is really, I'm considering a wonderful gift book. For our littlest kids, I really love the Big Book of Little Stories. This is a wonderful combined volume of classics. Here's the table of contents. Little Red Riding Hood, The Wind in the Willows, The Emperor's New Clothes, and the Grasshopper, the Gingerbread Man, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and then there's a few others in there that you might not know, like The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar and The Reluctant Dragon. Pinocchio is in here. And the illustrations in this are really lovely. And there's variety to them as well, which I really like. I'll give you a few more pages. And many of these stories are also found, there's a picture book collection that we also have. So if you really like the look of this but don't like them all in one combined volume like this, we do have a picture book collection that you could look into. But this is a much better buy, and it's just a wonderful treasure, and it does come with a bookmark ribbon. Okay. A brand new book to us is Olga de Polga. This came out just a month ago. The book itself, though, isn't new. It was written by Michael Bond, who also wrote Paddington Bear, which I'm sure you have heard of. So this is an anniversary edition with new illustrations by Catherine Rayner. And I just got this book. It is a chapter book with pages of illustrations in between full pages of text, and then some pages include illustration. So this is really recommended for ages 6 and up, but I just read it out loud, the whole thing, to my 3-year-old, and he loved it. So it really has a little bit of a age range on it, but the illustrations are gorgeous. So if you're looking for transitional chapter book, from moving from picture book to chapter book, this is a great one to try. The story is about a guinea pig, if you noticed, and every chapter there's a new adventure for Olga de Polga. She is the guinea pig, and she's just a treasure of a character. So I really recommend Olga to anybody who is looking for neat stories to read out loud, especially to bed. It's a good cadence for bedtime stories. And then for our older kids, I love our illustrated story collection. There's a couple here, Around the World and Greek Myths. These are really recommended ages 8 and up, but again, that I would say is more reading level wise if they're reading it to themselves, because I read these out loud to my 3-year-old as well. And you can see, again, the illustrations are really lovely and actually quite heavy on illustration, some of these. Some of the illustrated stories have less illustration, like the Norse Myths version. So if you have questions about a particular one, just ask. Greek Myths, I'll show you a few pages here. This one gets into, telling the story about the Trojan horse and, all these classic Greek stories, and it's written for kids, although there's still probably some, material in here that would be brand new to introduce to your children. There's Pegasus the Winged Horse. Okay. Any questions about stories, let me know.